you force 19 turnovers, you win the points off turnover battle 29-6. Does it feel good to have that look the other way?
Yeah, we needed to do that. It's honestly, that's how this year's been at times. It's like you're trying to figure out who the heck you are. We get beat on the boards by 10, and that's been one of the things that we've been pretty consistent with. But we've been turning it over here the last couple of weeks, even though we haven't had a turnover problem all year. We've been turning it over, and then tonight we get beat on the board, but we dominate the turnover margin. So, yeah, it was good to see us take care of the ball. Some of the turnover stuff, has been a little mind-boggling because, you're going to play against aggressive defenses and great defenses in this league that are going to force you to cough it up a little bit because guys are making plays. Some of our turnovers recently have been unforced, just passing and catching errors, footwork errors, controllable turnovers, and those are the kind that are hard to swallow. I thought other than Day stepping out on the sideline tonight, I didn't think that we had bad turnovers. I didn't think we had the ones that you just kind of throw your hands up in the air. So, I thought we did a nice job of being active, as I said earlier.
Day Thomas tied a career-high 4 steals, really gave it Kansas State a lot of difficulties there in the backcourt. What did you think of his performance all around tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was really good. I thought he was really, really good defensively. I thought he did a nice job of getting us into action and executing. When we ran some stuff that they banged up and didn't work, I thought he was really poised with the ball to get us to the next action. And then obviously, you look down and Perry has 26, and he made a couple tough ones on Day. He's terrific, by the way. But I thought Day did it. As we watch the tape, I'll be shocked if I'm not really impressed with the job Day did when he had him. I thought he did a pretty dang good job. And kind of like Jerome said, I mean, the shot that Perry hits, just a player making a play. Like, I thought Day guarded it terrifically.
Just the effort in general. You're down Dan. Seamas hits his head. Jamil goes down. I mean, Bob Mangine had a lot of minutes tonight on the court. Just pulling out a game like that.
Yeah, I want to talk about it a little bit. Then Vic rolls the ankle there, so I'm going to go check on him when we're done. But, the Dan had really 2 great days of practice and a kind of a freak thing with the hip. I mean, it's a freak thing. And Dan's like, he's so important to our team. He does so many things that honestly don't show up in the stat sheet with his activity and his energy, and obviously he's our leading scorer. So that was a humongous loss. I thought our guys did a really nice job of not trying to replace Dan, but everybody just kind of giving a little bit more so we can replace him collectively tonight. But he'll get an MRI tomorrow, and we're hoping for the best. Dan Skillings has practiced, other than maybe one practice. He's practiced almost every practice since he's been here, never missed anything. And I've seen Dan Skillings roll his ankle, lace up his shoes, and just he's tough as can be. And I don't think he's ever missed a game. He's barely missed anything since he's been here. He is as tough as nails, guys. I mean, he's as tough as they come as a kid. So when, he was in real pain this morning, like real pain in the hip. And I'm concerned about it. But he recovers and bounces back. If he can play basketball, Dan Skillings will play basketball. But we got to try to get him back to being healthy, and then we got to see if we can get Vic's ankle back. I think everybody else is okay. I think Seamas and Jamil, I talked to them. I think both of them are okay.
Even though you guys are guaranteed to finish below 500 in Big 12 play, you talk about the fight and the resiliency of this group a lot. Are there any other qualities, characteristics about this team that you think should make you guys worthy of an at-large bid or being on the fringe of an at-large bid come Selection Sunday?
Yeah, I don't. At this point, you can't get in the tournament or get out of the tournament right now. There's a lot of basketball left, and so the politicking for the tournament, I'm not ready there. We got to go try to play really well at Oklahoma. But I think when you think too much about things that are out of your control with other things in front of you, you're going to get away from what you can't control and what matters, and that's what we got to do to go play at Oklahoma. So we're not going to sit here and think about the tournament every second. of course, we want to be there. Everybody wants to be there. That's obvious. But, you know, when the time comes, we can talk about that. The only thing I will say is this league is so far superior right now to every other Power 5 league that I do believe this league should be rewarded in a big way. And if you do your part to have success in this league, you should be in the tournament. And we'll see where we are come Selection Sunday. But right now, for us to worry about that, it's just a waste of time and energy.
Hypothetically speaking, this isn't about this game in general. How do you keep your composure when in a very physical game for both teams, one team hypothetically shoots 17 free throws than the other?
Yeah, you guys, I mean, you know, I'm aware of that. I thought I want us to get to the line more. We haven't been a team, like last year, we really struggled to get fouled. This team gets fouled. Certainly, the Kansas State gets fouled at a high rate. They put so much pressure on you on the drive. So I don't think it's crazy that they shoot free throws, but you know, you do want to get your team to the line. That said, every time I spend any energy worried about the referees, I'm getting away from coaching my team. And that's just how I've looked at it. So they're out there doing their job. They're doing a hell of a job. Every time I've gotten frustrated or upset, I don't think that's helped us at all. So I'm just trying to coach my dang team and trust that we had a big-time crew tonight. Just trust that those guys are trying to call it the right way. And I do believe that about the officials in our league.
Two more.
You kind of elaborated on replacing Dan collectively. When your players are in that situation, your leading scorers down, does it give them more freedom offensively, or is it just sticking to the game plan?
Well, listen, I'm glad, you know, collectively we overcame him being out tonight, but we ain't going to be able to do that every night. We need him back. You know, we do. We need him back. And so, yeah, I think, and I got a bunch of examples in coaching and playing where we were down one of our best players and the team kind of rallied around and overcame it, but that's not going to work over time. We need Dan Skillings back. But I do think the guys, like I said, played well, executed and all that. But for our team to be where we have to be, we got to get Dan Skillings back and healthy, no doubt about that.
You talked about the turnovers earlier, the 19 turnovers earlier. You look down, see 29 points off those 19 turnovers. Just your thoughts on seeing that kind of number tonight?
It was good to see us converting the open floor, guys. You know, I think everybody, it was, and I thought, again, we made better decisions with the ball. You know, I think sometimes we've had some open floor opportunities here the last couple of weeks, and we've gotten turnovers or maybe not a quality shot. And I thought tonight we made really good decisions, and then the guys finished.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.